Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a few parts that I got from Russ at C&R Supermoto. He sent over the fork brace that they just made and then some rear axle sliders for the KX65. I'm going to go ahead and get these slapped on the bike and we're going to give them a little test out. So in addition to the parts, I got a little set of instructions here, super easy, and then they also sent some thread locker, which is pretty sweet. And also, always a welcome sight, more stickers. Alright, so I've got the brace apart here, and I'm super stoked to see that this is really thick. There's a lot of purchase area on there for the bolt. A lot of meat around there for support. That was something I was a little concerned about when I first saw these being 3-piece, because I had a previous fork brace that was on the bike when I got it, and it was already cracked when I received the bike, and then yeah, it's got JB weld on here trying to repair it, but it straight up tore the ear off, just tightening the bolts down. And I'm not like saying going ham on them, but just snugging them up, just tore through it. There's not a ton of meat there. And I think these have been updated since. I believe they're thicker now, but this is just what I had on my bike when I first got it. So again, in comparison, that's a lot thicker. Alright, so the first thing I need to do is figure out if I want the logo out or in. I think we're going to go out. Makes it easier to read. Let's pop this in here. And because these are tight on there, I'm going to give it a little love tap into position. And try and square it up as much as possible so it's even on both forks. That looks about right there. Next up, we'll put a little thread locker on these. And I'm not going to snug them up yet, I'm just going to get them hung on there. So we're going to want to make sure we tighten evenly front to back, so we're not putting any pressure on one side or another. Alright, that's pretty even there. Snug it up a little bit. Now we need to torque them. Alright, torque wrench set to 12. That's 12. 12. And just like that, you've got your fork brace installed. That's pretty sick. I really like the black on the bike. Matches the rest of the color scheme. Yeah, I've got to say I really like the black on this. So, onto the rear axle sliders. Because these have a little bit of meat here, I'm going to end up running in the adjuster a bit before I even get started. That way I know it'll fit. Looks like it's pretty close, but we'll just run it in a few turns just to be safe. I'll give us plenty of room there. Let's pull out the axle. And same thing on this side, we're just going to run the adjuster in a bit. Alright, so under the front wheel I stacked some wood. That'll keep the bike from pivoting forward as I pull the weight off the rear, and that way it doesn't make a living nightmare out of trying to get these on. Then I'll hook my foot under the wheel Try and keep it from moving a ton. And slide out the axle. Put the new slider here. Put that in position, and bam. Now you don't have to worry about your spacers flying all over the place. And we can move on to the other side. Slide that in there. And these look really awesome. I'll just get this nut back on here loosely. Now we can adjust our chain. Just gonna snug this a touch. I like the caliper measurement for setting the chain tension here. So at 25.5, roughly 25.5. Wow. Well, that's usually not that accurate on the first go. Put that up there. Tighten our nuts. Alright, I like to throw my leg on the back here, make sure the tire doesn't move backwards while I tighten up the axle. Cool, now that shouldn't be moving. Perfect. Now I just gotta pull these sliders off and apply some thread locker. I'm just using the stuff from the fork brace because I had plenty there. And then the instructions say hand torque till snug and don't over tighten. So you don't have to go crazy on these. Feels good. Nice. That looks awesome. Let's get the other side done. And snug. Perfect. I don't know, I think total time between the fork brace and these sliders is maybe 15 minutes. Super easy and well worth it. Check out that extra crash protection we got now. Massive shout out again to Russ from C&R Supermoto who hooked us up with the fork brace and the sliders. They were super easy to install. I was really pleased with the fit and finish. I'll leave a link down below to where you can reach out to them, and you can hit them up on Instagram at C&R Supermoto. So check them out. Alright, so I'm out here at Apex Racing Center. Couldn't resist the chance to test out the new brace and the sliders. Luckily I didn't have to test the sliders out, didn't go down this time, but the front end felt great with the fork brace. It was rock solid. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me in the garage. I'll see you in the next one.